Quando ela cai no samba, eu sempre vou dizer: cadê você? Cadê? Quando ela vai ao samba, eu vou sair pra ver. Cadê você? Quando ela cai no samba, eu sempre vou dizer: cadê você? Cadê? Quando ela vai ao samba, eu vou sair pra ver. Cadê você? Quando ela cai no samba, eu sempre vou dizer: cadê você? Cadê? Toca, toca samba. Toca, toca samba. Toca, toca samba, está de amanhã. Toca, toca samba, com a cabeça quebrada. Toca, toca samba, está de amanhã. Toca, toca samba, com a cabeça quebrada. Toca, toca samba, está de amanhã. Toca, toca samba, com a cabeça quebrada. Toca, toca samba, está de amanhã. Toca, toca samba, com a cabeça quebrada. Toca, toca samba. Toca, toca samba.
Twinkies. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. Hi. How is everyone? We have so many teas. I know you guys are coming from Sayri's neck of the woods, and Minna and I are kind of the reason why Sayri VTubes to begin with, but if you aren't familiar with me, I am the kitsune who runs this cafe. I love comfy cozy games, and I do tarot nights once a month, and I also have a tarot podcast. We love the cozy stuff around here. Yeah. Welcome in. I hope you guys have a good time. Also, my follows are anonymous. I do want to do like a little anonymous thank you to the follower that I got while I was on my starting soon. Ooh. Welcome in. Thank you for dropping by today. But yeah, I don't like to call out followers now. Yippee! If you guys aren't in the Discord, Minna and I, as well as the community, were like talking the other day about like the perks of not like calling out followers. I personally have been kind of off-put from it on occasion, but it's usually like exclusively while I'm working. I'm strictly lurking, and I do not want to get into a conversation. I am too afraid to follow people because I don't want to get shouted out and asked how I am and get stuck in a conversation of like small talk that could quickly devolve into something more fun, because I'm probably hanging out with you because you're fun and doing things that I'm interested in. And I gotta be working. I can't get sidetracked. So, that's a big reason why I do anonymous follows.
My name is
now. Minna! Hi. I could just jumped on my damn hand and use it as a springboard to get up my desk onto my PC tower and onto the shelves. Cricket's got a full belly doing all that shit. Don't she know that she has to wait at least a half hour before she can do shenanigans after she eats? Doesn't she know? But let's say hello to all of our daily tea grabbers. Brilliorn, first of all, congrats on getting first today. Big ups. That is competitive for, and it took like a whole minute and a half for Twitch to like connect and realize that my channel point redeems could be redeemed because I was finally live. So I think there were more of you competing for it than potentially normal. And that was your 40th time getting first. That's poggers. Thank you. But then the daily teas, of course, Brilliorn, welcome. Hi, Holly. Welcome in, Flashcord. Hi, Lunaris, welcome. Hi, Mala, welcome, Karos. Hey, well, hi, Sayri. Welcome, Lippy. Hi, Minna. And I think I got all of you. You can yell at me if I did not get you and you did do the redeem, or if you haven't and you would like me to say hello, you should grab that daily tea. Don't forget about it. I lurk. Wait, JK. No, I don't. Okay. I used to be better about getting first, but I've just been so busy. That's so understandable. Minna and I have been really busy lately too. It's Minna's birthday today. Minna's gonna start streaming soon. So go over there and wish Minna a happy birthday when Minna goes live. But I'm doing tarot today, so I think the back-to-back streaming is going to be pretty easy today. So if you like get in my queue and you're waiting for me to call out my name and be like, I'm pulling cards for you, you can just like listen out for your name. But in the meantime, you can hang out with Minna. I wish I had like a better system to like show who I was pulling cards for on screen. Oh, you know what? I need my captions on. Maybe that'll help. I don't know how well the captions will show names for people, but you might peek and see me call out your name via captions, and maybe that'll be helpful, but yeah. Happy birthday, Minna! Look at all the birthdays! Minna's live, excuse you. Oh, Minna is live? Wow. Minna's live. Well, I think that calls for a shout out. You can Discord DM me if you want, and I can yell on my stream if you want. That's a good idea. Would you guys like Minna to also shout out your name on Minna's stream to be like, hey bucko, your cards are being pulled? Maybe that's something to do when you grab your tarot from me, because you have to write in what tarot you want. Also write in if you would like a shout out on Minna's stream, because then I don't have to do it with everyone, just with a handful of people who would like that. I'll be in the bakery. Number 24. Oh, you're at the drive-through window and the pickup table. Minna's going, order for Brelyorn? Brelyorn? And anybody named Brelyorn in here? We got an iced macchiato for Brelyorn? Okay, so the tarot redeems are officially open. I am gonna take just a second to snack on some crackers. I'm not like super hungry right now, so I didn't eat before stream, but I just want like a couple of crackers and cheese. Minna also like tries to pronounce everybody's names like super terribly. You go, is there a Breljorn in here? Is there a Mela in here? Mela? We just pronounce all of the names wrong because they were spelled really bad on the cups. I sent that before Brel said anything? What? I don't put it down. That's so great. Sorry, bestie. Here's your word. This isn't mine. I want coffee, but I already had a big cuppy today. I had an Oreo frap on the way home. We had to drive by the McDonald's to get to pick up a new prescription for Minna. And I was like, do you... God. This story gets a little stupid quick. But I'm getting close, I'm like, do you want McDonald's? And that's a stupid question. Minna always wants McDonald's. But they get excited and I pull in and Minna is like preoccupied with one thing and also giving me their order, and I'm preoccupied with another thing. I can't remember what that was, but I remember driving up slow to the window because my attention was a little bit split. And so Minna's kind of like loud whispering at me their order, and the people at the speaker are like yelling at me like I don't have a mobile order. And I look over at Minna and I go, 6-piece nugget? And they're like, yeah, with sweet and sour. And I go, hi, can I get a double cheeseburger with no pickles, extra onions? That's not for me. I do not order the burgers at McDonald's. That is Minna's usual order. I literally confirm with Minna over my right shoulder what they want, and I say the complete opposite of what they asked for, but a different usual of theirs. And then I proceed to order my thing and Minna's large Coke, no ice, and I completely forget about the 6-piece nugget. And we drive up to the first window, I pay, and I look back at Minna and I go, oh my god, I didn't order your nuggets. So it wasn't until I had already paid when I probably could have just like tacked it on at the window or made like a change. It would have been annoying, but I could have because there wasn't anyone behind me or anything. So it was like a good time to make a fuck up like that and correct it. But my brain just did not. Brains be so funny. They're so funny, silly, quirky. Muscle memory. It is muscle memory. And like, oh my god. I had another opportunity to fix it too. Because the woman, she reads it back and she says, no pickles, extra onions, but it shows up on the screen as no mustard, extra onions, and I go, my brain is farting and I go, no pickles, extra onions. I had every fucking opportunity to correct myself. So, that's fine. The tarot queue is open, by the way. If you go into your channel redeems, there should be one that is like a pretty light purple color. Oh shit! No, you don't want that one. That's the expensive one. No wonder you guys aren't fucking redeeming tarots. We don't want the expensive ones today. It's not a special tarot day. God, why did nobody tell me that they weren't actually open? Okay, the regular one that has a tarot card icon and is also like a light purple. Narum, you only have 45 points. Where on earth did your points go? I wonder. Yeah, I do allow redeems for others. It's just one redeem per person per day, and that's not like Mala. If you redeem for Narum, you can't have one for yourself. It is you can have one for yourself, you can have one for Narum. You could pay for one for everybody in the goddamn chat if you wanted to, but it is just one per person. So I'm not like doing 3 readings for someone back to back. That used to be like a little bit of a problem. It hasn't been. But. Well, that was an issue when I had too many tarot redeems and I had to like conk out at the end of the night and go, I'm so sorry, I can't get to everyone. I'm gonna have to cancel and refund some of these. And it didn't feel fair because I would do like several readings for other people. I can do extra readings after I get through a full queue, and if we still have some time and energy left. But Minna's had a really good birthday. I've been running around like crazy today. So, Minna's mom messages me maybe like last Thursday or something like that. It's like, I'm gonna get Tabby flowers. I'm gonna get Minna flowers. And okay, before I finish this story, do you know what fucking hell it is to like keep pronouns straight for like several different stories? Minna's a they them girly pop, okay? Not an emphasis on the girly pop, but for like a mood. The girly pop mood, they them. But his parents are fine with the trans thing, not so much the they them thing. Themly pop. So when I speak with Minna's parents, I use she her for the sake of Minna's sanity, their sanity, everybody's sanity. We use she her with the parents. But then I was having like such a long conversation with Minna's mom where I had to keep on backtracking on the they them and saying she her, she her, she her. And then Serge started talking to me about something, and because I had done so much she her, I kept on going back and they them, they them, they them. And my brain The same thing goes with the whole Minna versus insert nickname that I accidentally say sometimes. I try to call my fiance Minna more often than not because I am bad about it. And I try so fucking hard, I really do. But it is the fact that I cannot call my fiance Minimin in front of their parents. I mean, I could probably call them Min. Maybe a Minna would like slip every little once in a while and it would be like, oh, is that like a pet name? Because I'd be the only one in the room fucking doing it. But they would probably want like some sort of explanation. And it's certainly not one to be used at work, really. So, God, turning one brain off and the other brain on is just hard. My God. Okay, but I'm talking to Minna's mom. And Minna's mom on like Thursday. So a few days ahead of time, is like, I'm ordering flowers for Minna. Can you make sure you bring a vase because I didn't include one, and just like keep a lookout for them so they arrive correctly. You know, yeah, sure, no problem. I give her the address to our workplace so we can get them during the workday, because usually flower deliveries arrive like first thing in the morning, which is really hard. But apparently they did arrive really early in the morning, but it was delivered in a FedEx box. So it went under the radar and we had to do a whole brouhaha going through all the different shipping sorting facilities and locating this goddamn box, because it wasn't just like a delivery, like a DoorDash delivery driver handing the flowers. It didn't go to a front desk. It went to a loading dock. We are a huge building. So huge, we have 2 address numbers. And we've got shipping, sorting in both buildings. And we have 2 front desks. One that's more often used and one that's pretty often used with different sorting, or not sorting, with different shipping facilities if they're smaller personal packages and they were loaded on a smaller, like a regular USPS truck that you see, and not the giant 18-wheeler FedEx trucks that are dealing out bulk large packages. So it was a time doing that and like trying to find it, but around the same time, my stepmom messages me and goes, so I'm also giving Minna flowers today, and the delivery driver just told me that they weren't able to deliver. I was like, that's weird. They should be able to get buzzed in. I thought that they were sending it to my workplace. She did not. And I'm like, can you connect me with this guy? I can talk to him. I'll sort it all out. And I get connected with this guy, and he reads off my home address. I'm like, oh no, I can't get you into that building, but I am like 15 minutes down the road at work, and we can take care of it there if that's not too much trouble. He didn't even fucking like bat an eyelash. He's like, I'll be there in 30 minutes. He was there in 15. He was super prompt, a total trooper, positive energy the entire fucking time. And those came in, but like I had to intercept this delivery that was going to the wrong address. So I was making shit happen today. Also, hi Taco, thank you for grabbing your Taily tea. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Today has been a crazy day. So I'm just telling some stories while I snack on some cheese and crackers. And we'll get into the tarot. There's currently 3 tarot in the queue right now, so if you're not in there yet, the wait's not gonna be super long. I've been on a roll with tarot lately. I can't remember how much I told you guys about the bar event. And not to toot my own horn, But a lot of the people I read that day had high praises to say about my reading and their relatability, and they all really opened up with me, and it was a good ass time. And I got paid for those. I don't charge for readings very often because of these free monthly readings. A lot of people just take advantage of the free monthly. But it keeps me in good practice, and I don't want to do away with them. But I don't get paid for my readings very often. It felt really fucking good that I was taking people's money, and none of them felt like I was blowing smoke up their ass. They all felt pretty good walking away from my table. So I want to do that shit more often. I want to go to conventions and stuff and sell my tarot readings. I wonder if there's anime conventions that would kind of not really welcome that though.
The croissant.
Depending on like the layout of my table and everything. Because then otherwise they would have like a line of people in the hallway potentially. So I don't know how they feel about services like that. There wasn't a problem in the bar, but it's kind of in like a little bit of a niche area. There wasn't a ton of promo time for it. So it wasn't like super out there. There wasn't like a ton of people really planning far out ahead of time. I think we maybe had like a 2 weeks heads up for the general public. And there was another big event that was happening in a different part of the state that really attracted a lot of like the usual crowd that would have showed up to this thing. So I think it was a little quieter than it could have been if they announced it just a little bit earlier and didn't have it on the same weekend as this other event. I think hands down it would have been busier, and I could have maybe potentially been a problem. Okay. I think I'm gonna have like 2 more of these. And I'm gonna refill my water because I'm gonna have to put the cheese back and make sure it doesn't go bad. It's hot out right now. It got up to like 80 today, which isn't the hottest it's been around here lately, but you know, the consistent warmer temperatures are adding up. We are half underground in the apartment, so we're half underground here, and it kind of lends to being a little bit cooler in the apartment, but it's starting to finally catch up. Like the ground is consistently being kept at a warmer temperature, so we are losing the perks of the cold underground dirt. Who's getting Minna worked up right now? Who is gaslighting Minna into thinking that it's not their birthday today or something? They're just screaming. Hello?
Mana didn't tell you guys that she forgot that my birthday was today when talking to the pharmacist.
No, I didn't forget. I knew it was today. I just needed to think about the date a little bit.
Pharmacist says, can you confirm the date of birth? And Mana goes,
well, I can't just go fucking today. I can't go today's date.
Mana goes, 6. And
no, I was saying June. I know the numbers, but I have to say the month. I guess I don't have to, but yeah.
Can I have that one? Can I have that one? What the fuck?
Here.
Cheese tax.
The cheese tax. The cheese tax. No, we do drive up to this fucking pharmacy window to pick up the prescription, and they go, name, I read off name, date of birth, go, in that moment of just saying like a simple, I get asked how old I fucking am, and I go, I'm 27. Like, I have to think on it. I just had a birthday recently. I don't feel 27, dude. But also, as my birthdays go on, they get less and less significant. I'm not looking forward to milestones anymore. I hit 21. Bam, I can drink. Don't give a shit anymore. So when I had a doctor's office ask how old I was, God, it took an embarrassing amount of time to go 27. Can I also get a minute notification? Sure. Okay. I'm putting the cheese away. I'm putting my crackers away. I'm gonna get some more water so I can stay hydrated, because my water's almost out. If anybody else wants a minute notification where I DM Minna and go, can you please call out for such and such person, please tell me now. Because I have Flashcord, Mala, Taco, and Brel in that order, and Brel is the only one who has asked for a minute notification, as far as I'm aware. If I missed it earlier, I missed it. I only have that notification for Brel right now. I'll be right back. You're distracting me!
My craft, my art.
I know y'all peeked at the dogs while I was away. I know you peeked. My dogs. Hi Maya, welcome in. Thank you for grabbing your daily tea. Dog? Yeah, my dogs. You guys heckin' peeked at them. Where is that redeemed? There it is. My dogs. Okay, I'm starting to shuffle. I see nobody else has yeah, the dogs. Nobody else has asked for Minna notification. If you would like a Minna notification where Minna like calls out your name, goes, hey fucker, your tarot cards are being read, let me know. I am shuffling for Flashcord right now. Quickly coming up after Flashcord is Mala, and then Taco. I'm glad to see you're interested in a reading. If you are looking for a tarot done on stream, please refer to the channel points redeemed that I have. If you are looking for a one-on-one reading, you can purchase one of my Ko-fi. I do that on VGen now. That's such an old message. Oops. I think I have a VGen command too. VGen? Yeah, there's my VGen. I have them permanently on waitlist, but that's just because I don't want to take people's money until I hear what you guys want first, and then I accept it. Because otherwise, if I just leave it on, like, ready, well, I guess there is still a bit of a process, but, like, the payment process is just, like, a little bit quicker. And I wanna, there are more details to iron out on a tarot reading that's done one-on-one when I'm not usually online. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to do them. Flashcord. Oh wait, I gotta get the funny little cards out so you can see all my little guys. Okay. Have the 5 of coins, the 5 of cups, and the Father of Wands. So let's find these guys for you. We first have the coins, and then we've got the cups, and then we have the Mother of Wands. I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing this one. Zayra? Is that how I pronounce your name? Thank you for dropping in, and thank you for the compliment. I also love my avatar. I spent a lot of money on her and finally got to commission like one of my dream artists thanks to it. Zayra, okay. I got that. Oh, we got a hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Also, Stallion, welcome in. Thank you for grabbing your daily tea. Hey, I'm on that card. You are! You are, in fact, on the card. Again, this is for Flashcord. I think I saw you in chat just a second ago. Hoping that it had, like, a little... No, it has, like, a cheat sheet for the different suits, but I know that one by heart. I was hoping there was a small numerology one in here too, because it's just interesting that you got a couple of 5s. 5 monies, 5 sippies, 1 mummy. True. So the 5 of coins, you know, these are both like kind of less good news sort of cards, but ones that I kind of really appreciate because they're both kind of in this way of urging you to do what's best for yourself. The 5 of coins is one of like sadness, worry, could be like a little bit of an indication of illness, and maybe not like an illness of like your health, like getting the flu, but like an illness affecting you a little bit more mentally, emotionally. And I definitely think it dives a little bit more in that direction, especially because we have the 5 of cups, with the cups being a more like relationship heavy sort of suit where you are surrounded by like family, friends, and that sort of thing. But there's like a level of grief and disappointment that comes with the 5 of cups. It's not like a great week. It seems like life is kind of giving you the good 1-2, trying to knock you down. It's definitely not a week to get overzealous with something or put all of your eggs into one basket. And the Mother of Wands is definitely trying to like nurture that and look out for you in that way. It's a very family comes first sort of thing, so it's almost like there's some shit trying to knock you down a peg. You're going through a hard time right now, but family is going to be there. Look out for your family if that is something that is going to help make decisions, help keep you like in the right direction. Like family first at the moment. I think that is where your best support system is going to be, and where all the answers that you're having a hard time coming to are going to be. So just keep family close this week, that's for damn sure. They're gonna help keep the sanity together while you're on this bumpy ride. I'm sorry to see it, but it's also really good to see that you do have the support system there, and you're definitely looking out for some people who are also looking out for you. That's always nice to see. Libby's finally home and can officially say hi. Hi, Libby! General reading for you. Awesome. Okay. We have Mala being shuffled. Mala, if you are here, I would appreciate if you popped into the chat just quickly with an emote or whatever you please. If not, I might have Minna call you out. Oh, let's clear these. General reading. Oh wait, no, this one's for Narum. Narum? Mala got this one for you. Narum, are you here? Do I need Minna to call out Narum? Hi Mala. Sorry about that. Narum's here. Wonderful. You are looking for a general reading. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We have Temperance, the 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. There's some good ones. So Temperance, 14's the bottom. There you are. We have the 8 of Wands there, and we have the of Swords family out for everyone. There they are. So Narum, your general reading. Temperance is a powerful card. He's part of the major arcana. He is looking to find balance within a lot of things. He has a lot of control over the elements around him. So you do seem to be in a good position to take control of your situation. It is just a matter of finding the balance that works for you. And with the wands, they're a source of creativity, and things along those lines could be very emotional heavy as well. But there seems to be this almost lightning strike moment that is going to come soon, where it could be like an epiphany where you know what you need to do, or something gets thrown at you and it's going to be a lot to try and handle. And we have the 6 of Swords, which is showing that there's like a little bit of clutter in your mind. The swords are a suit for making decisions. They are decisive, swift action, but they are all just like sitting in a pile here, kind of being neglected, left in a dark corner, where some sorting out needs to happen, because there are some really good things on the horizon when that takes place. So find the balance that you need. I think you're going to have some sort of epiphany. There's going to be a moment where everything just kind of like clicks how it needs to. And I think that is going to be your cue to finally sorting out some stuff, because it's going to pay off when you do sort it out. Just like listen to people, listen to what they're offering you, and just I hope that moment of clarity comes for you soon. Taco, it's your turn. I'm shuffling for you now. How you doing? We're doing a success reading today for you. Me, taco time. And people are more than welcome to talk about their readings in the chat too. If you need me to elaborate on things more, if you want to give any feedback, anything like that, you guys are always more than welcome to do that stuff. A general reading for Snami. Hi Snami. How was your stream today? Snowy is streaming every day this month. Snowy is going on a crazy streamathon. And I got to drop by for a little bit today. It was a good time. Here. If you don't already, you should be following Snowy. There he is. He's a good silly guy, just having a good silly time over on that channel. And yeah, good friend, good guy. Definitely worth checking out, especially since you're going to have so many extra fucking opportunities this month. Hell yeah. Ooh, Taco, you got some good fucking cards, dude. Let's go. Okay, we have the High Priestess, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Two of Coins. Thanks as always, Mana. Your readings are always so insightful. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you for grabbing a reading. Or making Mala grab a reading for you, I should say. I'll show you what we're up to after you left. Putting in your memes channel. Awesome, thank you. Also, Narum, cheers. Free hydrate for you. Okay. Taco. The High Priestess is a really well-knowing, powerful person. The High Priestess is very well emotionally in tuned, as well as just having really good knowledge. She's got a really good head on her shoulders, and I also see that in the Four of Swords a little bit. There are some decisions that need to be made. Swords are representative of decisions a lot of these cases. I think you might not be fully seeing all of your options right now, so it's time to take like a beat to look at your options. And once you take a time to see that, oh, I don't just have options A and B, I also have C and D. When you have that full picture, you have a really good head on your shoulders to be able to make that decision. I would not be worrying about that right now, especially with the Two of Coins being here. One of my favorite cards. The Two of Coins shows like infinite possibilities with just about all of them being with really great stuff. The coins are representative of material things, where it could be money, or it's just like getting your material needs taken care of, where that is like groceries in the fridge, gas in the car, stuff like that. So I see the decision that you make not impacting your ability to stay afloat, sort of thing. So once you feel like you have the full picture and you are looking at all of your options, definitely don't worry too much. I don't think you have too much to hesitate about. Whatever you end up going with is not going to be of detriment to you. So I say go for whatever your heart desires, really. That was a great reading for you, Taco. Now we're moving on to Brel. Brel needs a shout out. Paging, wait, no. Order up for Breljorn. There we go. Thanks, Mana. You're so welcome. Thank you for grabbing a tarot reading. I am now shuffling for Brel. I don't know how occupied Minna is right now. Is Minna like in the middle of like a big fight right now or anything? Okay, let's bring up Minna on another tab so I can also kind of like glimpse at that. Oh, Minna's in the middle. Oh, Minna just died. I just heard Minna start yelling the order for Brel. Okay. Perfect timing. Minna dies so Brel can get the tarot. Hey. Hi, Brel. Hi. I've been shuffling for you. Ooh. You've kind of got like a fancy combination of some other cards that have popped up today, while also having a unique one to yourself. So let's pull up the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, and the 2 of Coins, which I'm really surprised popped up again because it was just in the last reading. I feel like I did a really good shuffle, so for it to be up on top again is kind of surprising. So you are doing a week ahead. I feel like the 7 of Cups was one that I pulled for you somewhat recently. I could be wrong. I could be mixing you up with somebody else in one of my tarot streams because I did have to cancel mine last week. So I am going off memory that is a little bit far. Thank you for the head pets. Oh, and a hydrate too. Thank you, thank you. So I'm not 100% sure if this was one of your recent cards or not, but if it was, this is definitely something that you need to continue working on. The cups here are showing that you have a lot of good people surrounding you, and either you've kind of got an imposter among you that is kind of like killing the vibes, not there to support you, is just like hanging out for all the wrong reasons, or you yourself are starting to feel like that person. You are feeling like a heavy imposter syndrome around the people that you are surrounding yourself with, and I don't think you need to be. Because it seems like the people that you are keeping in your company are there for you. They don't have ulterior motives. They are not people that you need to impress in order to keep around. It is just a little bit of emotional turmoil that you are dealing with inwardly, and it's not so much an external thing. With that, I think the 8 of Wands is here to tell you that you are going to have a moment of clarity coming up. The Wands being your fun, creative suit, but also a very emotional suit. There's something that's going to happen that's kind of like not gonna have any warning, is just going to be an epiphany, this moment of clarity, a lightning strike, something very sudden that is just going to help you clear your mind, I think. Which is hard to just wait for that moment. That's never really fun. But since it is in the week ahead, I really hope it is coming up really, really soon here for you. But the 2 of Coins, all of the 2s are more or less crossroad signs where you have 2 ways that you can go, but it's a very even and balanced number too. But the coins here specifically are assuring you that your material needs are being taken care of, and you just have like infinite possibilities where none of them really detract from your ability to take care of your material needs. I know I said it just a moment ago, but you were off in Hades world with Minna, so I'll say it again. Material things could be like groceries in the fridge, gas in the car, you know, enough money to pay the electricity bill, things like that, where I think the decision that you are going to make this crossroads here is not one that really has the possibility of tearing that down for you. So I don't think you need to be too worried about that. I think it is a good time to evaluate the people that you have around you, yourself, how you're feeling about things, and that moment of clarity is right on the horizon for you there. I don't think you have too much to worry about. It's just, you know, clearing your head and seeing everything clearly, seeing the people around you clearly. That's important right now. So now I am shuffling for Libby. A little bit of an update of the queue right now. After Libby, we have Snowy and then Clover. That is super insightful. Thank you, Mana. You are so welcome. I hope you continue to have fun over at Minna's place. Libby! Libby's here. Very good. Yay, yay, yay. Also Snowy and or Clover, if you are still hanging out. If you are also hanging out in Minna World, if you don't want to be like listening to me at too high of a volume, if you would rather like tone me down so you can hear what Minna is doing right now. Minna and I do have a little bit of a system today where if you would prefer to be called out on Minna's stream, since we both work in the cafe here, I'm essentially handing over the Starbucks cup with your name on it, spelled very poorly, and Minna calls out the cup names and goes, tarot reading for Reljorn, like we did just a moment ago. So if you would like to have a call out over there, we can arrange that. Just let me know ahead of time and we will do that. It was really cute when Minna did it for Brel, honestly. So Libby, we are doing a general reading. A real good shuffle for you here. I'm liking too many of the cards. I keep on saying, ooh, this one's one of my favorites, and it's not that it's untrue, it's just there's starting to be too many of them. So I apologize if that's something that I am saying quite a bit right now. You have the 8 of Coins, the Son of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. I mean, all can be your favorite. This is true. This is like my favorite deck. At least for reading you guys at the moment. So, it's hard to have not favorites. But the one that is like my favorite in this one is the 8 of Coins, your very first card here, because this is showing your hard work and determination, you're detail oriented and getting shit done while you do it. The detail oriented stuff that you're doing, the tower, this like skyscraper that you are building with teeny little linking logs and like building an empire out of, is paying off. What you are doing has been worth your time. You do not need to second guess that. The Son of Wands, a little bit of a funky guy. Let me see if I can pull him up in the book. The Son of Wands is a true charmer. He's handsome and adventurous, seems to say all the right things. Some call him the White Knight of the Tarot. But at some point, you may find he becomes hard to know. Trust your instinct with this one. Perfection is an illusion. So, definitely like be trusting your instincts. You're working really hard on this thing. Perfection is an illusion. Don't get too wrapped up in it because your hard work is working. It doesn't need to be more perfect. You're doing a really great job at that. And honestly, the Son of Wands is just reaffirming that and being like, you're a hard worker, you have your heart in the right place, trust your instincts. And then the Four of Cups shows me that you are being a bit protective with a handful of relationships that you have. You're holding them very close. Some may perceive it as like greed, and that isn't without good reason, because these people that you're holding close, you're almost holding with discontent. There is a little bit of doubt and maybe a little bit of imposter syndrome, that sort of thing, where there's some sort of disconnect where there's insecurity that is manifesting in a way that is not being as productive as your other stuff. You might be working too hard at these other things, and these relationships are starting to kind of move to the wayside, but not in a way where you're forgetting them, where you're almost like too scared of losing them, and you're holding them in a way that might not be in your best interest. I think the people that are close to you can come to an understanding as long as you catch it early enough and maybe say any apologies, or just like dedicate some good time to have good connection time to help round out your life right now. All of that hard work is there. You're doing a great job. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. If you do need to take a little bit of a break and hang out with those people that are really important with you, because I think they need a little bit more of you in their life right now. A little bit more one-on-one time. I hope I didn't get cut off by the ad. I think I might have just barely made it. Unless you have an ad blocker, in which, wonderful, love you. That was the end of the reading. I got through it. Wanda, hi. I love you. And we're gonna start shuffling for Snowy. Snowy. Snowy with the general reading. That was so reaffirming. Thank you for my reading. Of course, anytime. I love reading for you. You're always very sweet. And honestly, you're not very hard to read. It's really hard for me to read Minna, because I get too much in my head when I read Minna. I will do a reading for Minna. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That's not you at all. When I should just be, you know, thought vomiting like I do on stream and just say what the cards say. Because when I do that, when I leave my bias at the door and I just do that for Minna, Minna does make sense of it. But it's really hard for me to do with Minna in particular. It's difficult when it's your person. That, I think so. You know, you'd think that they would be one of the easier people to read because I can have, like, confidence around them and I can comfortably say a lot of things around them. But it's so hard to not have the bias when you're reading them. Sea shanty. A little bit more upbeat.
The croissant.
Hike over. Another one that's popping up for a second time. we have the Star, the Mother of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Let's fan these out. There's your card, Snowy. General. So the Star is a wonderful card. She is very open to different possibilities. She shares some qualities with the High Priestess, but in almost like an apprentice sense, where she is still learning her way in the world a little bit, and you know, still has some of that naivete where not everything that comes out of her mouth can kind of be trusted. She might just be getting a little overly excited and stuff like that, but you know, like this beacon of hope of having that positive energy, that very positive outlook on life, while still having a pretty good head on her shoulders, doing everything with like her whole chest. So there's a lot of hope and peace of mind in having an attitude like that. And the Mother of Cups is feeling protective over her relationships, mostly family, whether that be like blood family or chosen family, just people that she holds really close to her. She's insightful, really well knowing, can be explained as almost like a psychic, because of her natural abilities, like that motherly instinct of like pulling your kid closer to you without even needing to look, and like narrowly being missed by like a car. You know those like crazy clips that you see? Like that sort of psychic where there is just like a really good intuition that is worth being listened to. And both of these things. Oh, Libby! Thank you! You're too sweet. Thank you for the tip on Ko-fi. Oh, I forgot I had a goal over there. I wonder what that one says. I don't touch Ko-fi that much anymore because I don't do commissions on it anymore. But after like all of that hopefulness, that insightfulness, looking in on yourself, it's like something really important to keep in mind. It's the MetaQuest. I own one of those. But Snowy, keep that in mind because the Five of Cups is like a grieving period. I see something being a little bit hard to swallow, potentially needing to leave a friend behind who either like isn't productive in your life anymore, maybe they grew away naturally on their own and they don't really want to talk anymore. There's like some sort of grieving process that is happening, that needs acceptance, needs a positive outlook, you know, wishing the best for that person even though things didn't work out. That sort of energy sucks to see, but you're gonna get through it. You've got the tactics to handle it, and you've definitely got other people around you that you can tap into, and feel closeness and consult with and kind of grieve with and all of that stuff. So sorry to see you go through that. It's never fun. This actually probably happens to be one of my very few least favorite cards. I don't like seeing that grieving portion. It's not fun to go through, but it's part of life. It's important. Take it one step at a time. My last one in the queue right now. We do have a little bit of extra time. It could probably take like maybe 2 10-ish more readings. So if people are hanging out and haven't redeemed a reading yet, this might be one of your last calls. There we go, Holly. We could do a couple more readings, but we're surprisingly getting close to wrap-up time already. After this, I'm gonna make Minna and I some hot dogs and have like a little bit of a cookout vibe. Because I'm gonna have my potato salad with it. And then we're going to dig into the cupcakes that got made for them today. There's this really sweet woman who works at the cafeteria, and we love hanging out with them in the cafeteria and complaining about our silly little work things, or even just silly little life things. And they're just really sweet. One of them loves baking in her free time and is kind of like the designated baker for birthdays in her family sort of thing. And she made cupcakes for me for my birthday and made some for Minna, and they look so good. I'm sure they're going to be fantastic, honestly. But her oven broke in the middle of making them, and this bitch still persevered. Her oven like stopped working, would not come back up to temperature, so the flavor that she intended on making specifically for Minna did not end up working out. But I knew she was also making cupcakes for her like nephew or something like that, maybe a cousin, who wanted to have a Minecraft cupcakes or something like that. So I think that's why chocolate cupcakes already existed, and then she just made some frostings that were a little bit different. We got a couple of peanut butter ones, like peanut butter cup chocolate cupcakes, and those are like some of her best. The frosting that she makes for those are amazing. And then the other flavor that she made, she called caramel mocha choca bullshit. So they're like a caramel mocha frosting sort of thing. Very excited to try that one. I have not had that flavor from her yet. Hope her oven gets fixed soon, but yippee perseverance. Yeah. I could get so angry on Minna's behalf for her shitty coworkers right now, but I'm not going to. We're not bringing that energy to the table right now because we're doing a reading for Clover, and Clover's reading does not need that. But I don't know, they should be a little insulted that this woman whose oven broke on her still managed to put something together, and these other yahoos could not be fucking bothered. That's all I'll say. Ooh, Clover. These cards. You have the moon, justice, which is down this way, and the Mother of Pentacles. Fucking hate this song. It makes my brain explode. Can we move on? Sorry. It's just like weird, lo-fi, crunchy, distorted vinyl from an old Italian pizza shop. And it drives me nuts. I can't. I gotta put up the Mother of Pentacles, I think. There we go. And then let's put these out here. Call out them yahoos, Mana. I should get angry on stream more often. I should rant to you guys more often because you seem to get amped up when I do. We're gonna finish the tarot readings. The moon. The moon is such a great card. Very spiritually connected. Just How do I put it? This is good. Here, I'll read her card. Maybe I'll read Justice too. I might be able to do that one off the fly after we read this first one though. Okay, here we go. In many ways, the moon card encompasses the idea of the wild unknown. It is the shadow realm, the place where dreams, fears, and mysteries are born. Much darkness can linger here, and if you aren't careful, this can lead to periods of anxiety and self-doubt. Almost as though you've lost your way in a house of mirrors. Many great artists have roamed this inner landscape. It's where imagination and creativity drift freely upon the midnight air. So there's this like freeness for your mind. Your mind has a lot of freeness. God, I don't want to keep on saying the same words right now. Your mind is very open right now, where like fears can definitely take over if you're not careful and you're not feeling very regulated right now, but like the creative flow can be incredible if you just like let your mind go right now. This is a success reading, so that's very cool. Justice also needing like a little bit of a balance when it comes to this. So it could be like a little bit more of a balance of your time, a balance in your decisions, and like less about like, ooh, I'm being creative, I also have to be analytical. I don't think it's that. It's like keeping karma in mind, where you... Sorry, I didn't... Let that creativity go. Leave your mind wide open. Keep karma in mind. Keep a balance of things. If things are getting out of hand, rein them back in. If things have been going like a little too easy feeling, spice it up, get a little extra creative, see where that goes. These decisions can go back and forth, but you do want to like make sure that the weight of your choices are being evaluated while you are going through that creative process. The Mother of Pentacles is definitely like looking out for you though. I don't see there being too many repercussions in taking this huge embrace of your creative side right now, where you're going to be taken care of. I guess that's all I have to say. You're going to be taken care of. Like, fucking have fun with it. Let your brain drain. Mother of Pentacles looks like Cricket and Jack. They're looking out for me. Oh, I put these in the wrong order. This is how they were, but I mean, that's how I read them off. Dems. Now, Holly, we have a relationship reading for you. Yippee! You know, that's something that I should have a wild card on. When you guys type yippee, it should also activate the redeem. That would be chaos. Wait. Before I start shuffling and pulling things and stuff like that, can I see if that's something that I can just do off the cuff here? Channel points. Where's the... Oh, I might not be able to. I might have to make a command. Yeah, I think I do. Oh, that stinks. That would have been really cool if I just could have flipped a switch and done that. Maybe that's something I'll take the time to do soon. No, big apology here. I've been drinking a little bit more on this stream than I have other ones. So I gotta pee. Let me do that before I start Holly 2. I'm gonna play one song for you guys, and I don't think it's even going to take that long, honestly. So I'll send you guys over here for a second.
Play the game, who's gonna win or lose this time round? Kings and queens, put on your poker face. You're bluffing, two-faced, I see through your facade. So go all out, we doing this my way. Wanted me to hang it up and lay off. Why you so afraid that I'ma take off? Restrictions, oh you're no fun, play if they get a. You're trapped, you can't react to this. You see, what I got you just don't go. The tension is high, your life's on the line. This adrenaline high, I love it, love it. I see you've been trying, but you're wasting your time. Wanna play, I'll show you. Give them all a show, you can't stop me, take control. Think you get me, no you don't. Wait till I step in, I'm cold. I'ma get up and pose, switch the game up. I know, got you face up, oh no, ha, you weren't even close. See me, know I'll always got a trick up my sleeve. Hypnotizing games, see the way that I move so easy. Actuality ain't what you perceive. I've got the Midas touch, oh yeah, come try me baby if you dare. Hold it, give it up baby, try your luck. 'Cause I'ma show off, I don't stop. The tension is high, your life's on the line. This adrenaline high, I love it, love it. I say you've been trying, but you're wasting your time. Wanna play, I'll show you. Give them all a show, you can't stop me, take control. Think you get me, no you don't. Wait till I step in, I'm cold. I'ma get up and pose, switch the game up. I know, got you face up, oh no, ha, you weren't even close. Oh no, gunning for you, I'm so cutthroat. Oh no, baby wicked, I'm a wild card. Oh no, I know how this is gonna go. Oh no, baby wicked, I'm a wild card. Give them all a show, you can't stop me, take control. Think you get me, no you don't. Wait till I step in, I'm cold. I'ma get up and pose, switch the game up. I know, got you face up, oh no, ha, you weren't even close. Oh no, gunning for you, I'm so cutthroat. Oh no, baby wicked, I'm a wild card. Oh no, I know how this is gonna go. Oh no, baby wicked, I'm a wild card.
Not Clover also cheering for vowels. Thank you guys for cheering for your small bladder queen. Thank you. Relationship reading, that's right, that's where we left off. That killed me when I didn't even see it live because I was too busy doing other things when you guys were seeing that MV go off, but I saw in the replay chat that Minna had said that after stream, excuse me, and I just died. There we go. Caught my breath. I've just been too amped up this stream. And too excited. we have Holly, holy fucking shit, what? I'm gonna have to make sense of this. Oh god, okay. You got all major arcana. We have the Lovers, we have Temperance, and we have the Hermit. Let's bring these bad boys out. Middle. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. Yeah, powerful. Powerful shit. I definitely see something promising. I see a very strong connection with someone that is very balancing and almost like therapeutic for you. Just like your person. Doesn't necessarily mean romantically, but just like your person. This like really good connection between the two of you right now. And Temperance is telling you to keep in mind that there are like checks and balances to keep. But like with those checks and balances comes healing and renewal. The Great Blue Heron remains calm and peaceful as she blends the opposing elements of fire and water. The Temperance card asks you to be a moderator, much like the Heron. Focus on cooperation and compromise. If you've been excessive in one aspect of your life, practice self-restraint and moderation now. You'll find a new sense of healing and balance from bringing a little bit of harmony back into your life. You have probably some tough decisions, or maybe not necessarily tough. Let me give an example. Minna and I had this really good conversation the other day where sometimes I have a hard time realizing that my goals, my to-do list for the day is not always first priority. It's really high up there, but sometimes there are things that call for me to put things on hold for a goddamn second so I can prioritize Minna and Minna's fire, helping them handle it, put out that fire, feel good, check in with each other, however long that fucking takes. Whatever time that is, it doesn't matter. The time for that pause is going to be fine, and then you can get back to that stuff. Because it's hard as humans to always remember that the world doesn't revolve around us. I know that's kind of weird to say because it is so obvious, and we say it about others all the time. There are people that like come into our lives and we're like, the world doesn't revolve around you, honey. Take a chill pill. Like when you see a Karen in a grocery store or something like that. Those are the people that are like, but like, we can be our own Karens sometimes because we get short-sighted. So that is the reminder that Temperance is trying to reinforce, where in this partnership, where there are two of you and you're very well connected and your lives are getting more and more intertwined with each other. If it has been all you, maybe take a second to check in with them, or vice versa. If it's been too much about them, check in with yourself. See if you need to put up some boundaries, if you need to ask for more things from that other person in your life. Whatever it might be, you need to find where that balance lies right now. And the Hermit is definitely telling that. It's not like a go retreat, go like never talk to a person ever again. The Hermit is telling you to like take a second where you're detaching from the situation and thinking with a clear head and analyzing your situation. Just, you know, I'm trying to think of like a more elegant way to say this because there are definitely ones that exist, but it's like dissociate for a second. Take yourself out of that moment, and analyze, like, are my needs being met? Do they have needs that they have expressed to me that I am not helping them meet right now? And stuff like that, where it's not like about you and your wants. It is about, oh, is this person having their expectations, and is this person having their expectations meet? Look at yourself as an outsider for a second. So it is that moment of like needing to almost isolate for just your brain to have peace and quiet so it can properly think through things. That's what the hermit is urging. I see a lot of beautiful, beautiful potential here. A really great relationship. Nothing's really threatening it right now. Just some tips to further strengthen it. These are beautiful cards as well. I think I can easily take one more tarot reading tonight. That's all I have in the queue at the moment. So if anybody else has been waiting on a tarot reading for the night, we can get you lickety split right here, or we can just fucking yap. Because I probably have things that I can yap about. That all really hits home. Thank you so much, Mana. I drew a lot of meaning from those. I'm so glad. You're very good. I'm so glad. You guys know them as Joystick Mage. Joy, who jumps into chat every once in a while, gave me all of these belated birthday presents just a few weeks ago. And one of them is this water ball that I've been obsessed with lately. I don't know, it just hits the dopamine differently and helps encourage me to drink water more often throughout the day, and it's definitely been helping. I have definitely had at least 6 glasses, or like 6 8-ounce glasses. 8 ounce being like a, you know, when they say you should have like 16 cups of water in a day, it's not like a literal liquid measurement of a cup. It is an 8-ounce cup of liquid. I have at least had 6 of those today, and I'm about halfway done with this, so that's 7. I could still be doing better, but it's also better than some days before I had fun water bottle. It is this clear plastic water bottle with little decals of Pom Pom Pudding all over it and his couple little buddies. And the lid is like that signature creamy pastel yellow color that he is, and it's got like a locking top. So it's got a little lock. I flip the lock down, I press the button, lid flips open, and I drink from water. And it's just really easy and satisfying to drink out of. The Mix It Up water bottle that I've been drinking out of since TwitchCon, pretty much, is kind of more sports water bottle, where it's almost like a task to drink out of it, if you ask me. And this one's just like super easy breezy, and I don't know, makes me happy to drink water. That's why I love my Hydro Flask that's 40 ounces, because finishing it means I've had the minimum plain water I needed to have. That's very good. We love that. I feel like we've been plugging Salamander a lot today. Is my bot just kind of going bonkers today? Is it plugging a little bit more than usual? I can't quite fucking tell. I don't know. Could just be me. Bot silly. Yeah. Let's go back to all of the things I haven't missed. I haven't gone through the redeems in a hot minute. Am I able to complete all of them? Oh, I thought it was only going to complete a page, not all of them. If I missed your redeem earlier, if you redeemed a hydrate and I didn't notice it, I was trying to be really aware of them while I was doing tarot readings. Stuff like that. Oops, I didn't do any refunds, my bad. I usually like to do some sporadic refunds, but I accidentally took all your points. The economy is fucked in a different way today. What else happened today? We talked about the flowers and how I had to track down a box of flowers as well as redirect flowers that were being delivered to home that should have been delivered to the office. Those were both for Minna's birthday. They're very pretty. They smell really good. They are unfortunately on our like front door little landing area. We have like a little table out there and we have them out there because there are a lot of lilies in the bouquets. And lilies are bad for kitties. They're very lethal to kitties. So we are keeping them outside the door. We might even put them outside the window so they get like a little bit more light. But it's kind of scary to put them outside too. But regardless, they're pretty and they're being loved. And we talked about how I fucked up Minna's McDonald's order royally. Minna called me out for how I had to think just a little bit about the birth date. Not their birthday, it's today. I know it's today, but I had to think about the date a little bit when I was reading it back to the person who wanted to know for the prescription. Came home, just chilled out. You guys might have heard over on Minna's channel that Minna came back home to a few nice little Steam gifts. We got one, that game that Minna was playing the other day. I think it was Saturday. The spells and something where they were in like a little magic school and the controller was connected and the controller controls were better, but we're also like hijacking their mic and headset for a little bit. But we figured it out. That was gifted by Gusaji, and then Hades 2 was sent by Karos. And it looks like Minna's already having so much fun. Minna loves the first Hades game. So I can't wait to hear them come off of stream and just like absolutely gush about this game, because I know that it is all they're going to be able to do. Oh, some other exciting things that I can share. Minna and I went to a wedding convention on Sunday. It was a lot smaller than the one that we went to last time. I think we went in like November or something like that. Maybe it was February. It was while it was still cold outside. I remember it being like a little bit of a brisk walk from the parking lot to the entrance, and like how it was almost bottlenecked in there because everybody was just trying to cram into the door and not be cold outside anymore. We were all in big jackets. But the entire auditorium that time was completely filled with vendors. This time they like cut off part of the room. I would say not half, but about a third, which is a good significant chunk of the auditorium, just wasn't being used. They didn't have tables over there, so it was much smaller than we were kind of anticipating. But we entered some giveaways, like for boxing lessons, some vacation packages, Not with the weird people who smell like cigarettes and are predatory and just want me to get a timeshare. Different people who are much nicer and enjoyable to talk with. And we've been going back and forth with one of them, and oh my god. They like, our intuition of them being better people is just been instantly rewarded, because we mentioned thinking about going on our honeymoon to either Hawaii or taking a cruise, and how we keep on like flipping back and forth. So she gave us quotes for like both possibilities, and like instantly the cruises are just like seeming to get a lot more bang for our buck. And it's seeming like really exciting to think that Minna and I are probably going to be cruising sometime soon. It's something that I haven't done since I was probably like 7. I used to cruise a good fair bit when I was young, because my grandmother loved to cruise, and just had lots of opportunity to. And I have pictures of little me getting dressed up in my fancy little dress, because they have like formal nights where you have to come to dinner a little bit more dressed up. And it's just, that means it's been 20 fucking years since I've been on a cruise. I have traveled the world quite a bit, but I have never had a passport. And it is a mix of because of cruises, and because when I was younger, all I needed was a birth certificate because I was a minor to go across certain borders. But that's not a thing anymore. So I've been to Mexico, Belize, Bermuda, probably some other small country like next to Mexico. I've definitely visited a couple of cities in Mexico. I've been to Canada. Montreal. I've been to Montreal, Canada. So I've visited a fair few countries, but most of them happened 20 years ago or longer. So it's really exciting to think that we might be able to do that really soon. Because one of these cruises is, they're like technically other countries, but also technically not, because they're owned by the Americas. Or not the Americas, the United States. So I don't need a passport to go to those ones. But I've never been to them, so I'm very excited. It's not guaranteed that we're going on this cruise either. It's just the thought of getting to go to those places that have never really kind of been on the to-do list or on just like our radar in general. Like thinking about like finally making time for that, and it fell just like perfectly on our dates. But she's throwing out a couple of other cruises to us since we expressed having more interest in the cruises. The Hawaii option ended up sadly being kind of disappointing, because I really want to visit Hawaii, because it's kind of the closest to going to Japan without leaving the country, because they have like a lot of cuisine that is almost like hybrid Japanese, because like a lot of the earlier people who settled on the island were Japanese, and complex race things where they're not Japanese, but they had Japanese immigrants, and the natives there also just, you know, like had their own sort of thing going on, but different than the natives on the continental US sort of thing. So it's this really interesting cultural blend that I have yet to experience, but they do have 7-Elevens on the islands that are a little close to Japanese 7-Elevens, and I really want to experience that. I want to get spam musubi from a 7-Eleven on Hawaii. I want to get shaved ice on Hawaii. I have heard that it is like otherworldly on Hawaii. I want to see the beaches. I want to see the volcanoes. There's just so many cool things about Hawaii. My parents had a delayed honeymoon because they eloped over COVID, and then after things opened up and they kind of got back into the swing of things and had enough money saved up, they went on a late honeymoon a few years later and went to Hawaii, and all of their photos and the cool things that they did. And oh my god, the espresso beans that they brought back. The chocolate covered espresso beans that they got from this special farm. Fucking otherworldly. They tasted so good. Are there cruises for Hawaii? If there is, I would have to like fly out to California or something else on the West Coast. The cool thing about a cruise options for us here on the East Coast is that there are some that come out of Boston, but a lot of them come out of Florida, and taking a plane to Florida is not that hard coming out of Boston. So that's where a lot of the cruises are, and they have a lot of access to the Mexico and Central America and even Bermuda and stuff like that. There's also cruises that go to Alaska, and those sound like a lot of fun, but I also I don't like the cold. But I want to see the Northern Lights in Alaska really bad. I'm just going on this crazy ramble of like all of the places I want to see now when I had a task of things to tell you about the wedding convention. Let me go back. I went on a cruise, one cruise in my life, and it was so good, but I was too young to enjoy. When I was really young, I really enjoyed like the like kids program that they had on the ship, where they almost had like a camp there where there were like adults, counselors, overseeing all these activities for you guys on the ship, and I really enjoyed that. So even though I was young, like there were so many things that I enjoyed about being on that ship, and I love that all of the meals are paid for. You can definitely get upgraded meals. There's like restaurants on the ship too, but like your bare minimum essentials for like taking care of yourself so you don't die while you're out on a cruise for like 8 days, that's taken care of. You will be fed for all of those meals. That's included in your ticket price. There's pools on board. There's most of them have casinos in them and stuff like that. They'll always have live music and all sorts of stuff. It's been so long. Cruises are very cost efficient these days. If you're both not seasick, it's very worth it. I haven't been on one in so long, but I don't think I'm a seasickness person really. I can definitely get a little bit motion sick sometimes, so I think there's like a small adjustment period that I'll probably go through on the boat, but I think it'll only take me like maybe 24 hours to get my sea legs. I can't imagine Minna would be easily seasick, honestly. 'Cause I mean, we've both lived a lifestyle where we love swimming and traveling and taking planes, and we're not really easily sick for any of those other things. And I really wasn't as a kid. The only thing that I am thinking of that might fuck with me more as an adult is that I definitely have like sensitivities with my ears, and if my ears get really clogged, then that can just automatically create this like sickness and dizziness and vertigo if it's not taken care of. So I think because of that sensitivity, it's probably going to be a little bit more of an adjustment than I recall as a kid. But oh, and Minna loves roller coasters still. I do like some of them. And I don't really get sick on them either. But I cannot appreciate wooden roller coasters anymore. They don't have the nice smooth suspension. Ow. 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 Of the more like modern roller coasters. The suspension is just like nice and smooth on these modern ones. I go on a wooden one thinking that it's gonna be fun and classic, and it's like boom, 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 and you feel every little bump in the ride, every nail that was put in between all of those different wooden pieces, and it's like, nope, I can't do those anymore. That hurts my body. It doesn't make me sick, it just hurts my body. But aside from this vacation person, I have also been hunting for somebody who will be able to make our cake or cupcakes for the wedding. And there was only one person at the convention that was advertising their cake business, which was not the case last time. There were definitely a few of them last time and like options. I don't think there was a single person there for florals. There was one planner who had rental faux florals, but that was like part of her packages for other things, so she wasn't just like a faux florals person. But just kind of sad that a couple of those big ticket things that we were hoping to kind of take care of were not really there. But also a lot of the people that were there were not terribly close to our venue, because our venue is not terribly close to where we live right now. So this wedding convention that's practically in our backyard is full of other vendors who are also practically in their backyard. So it's not that I think these caterers are incapable of delivering something this far distance, because they probably have lots of things in place and practice and stuff like that, because they're not new businesses. But if I'm going to have it drove, like, I think it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. Hi! Hi Taro Wistero, welcome in. Hi readers, thank you for trusting me with your community. My name is Mana. I'm the kitsune who runs the cafe here. And I like doing a lot of cozy games. I do tarot streams once a month. I do it the first Tuesday of every month, where I do free tarot streams. And also, I started a tarot podcast, and I'm doing that twice a month right now, but I think I'm going to dial it back to once a month because it is taking up a lot of my stream time, and I want to play more cozy games. I'm gonna play Stardew Valley later this week. Very excited. We out here with Sarah. Hi Taco, welcome back. Taco had a very good tarot reading earlier. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a good night. I see you also doing tarot. I hope you guys had some good readings and some good vibes. I'm kind of just storytelling right now. People can redeem a tarot. I have a little bit more time that I can put towards tarot readings. They are part of my channel point redeems, but otherwise I'm just kind of yapping right now. We're just having some good vibes. I am planning for a wedding that will be happening in 2025. I went to a wedding convention last weekend, so I was talking about the different vacation packages that we're considering for the honeymoon, and just started talking about how I'm doing research for different cake people, because our venue is pretty much all inclusive, and they had somebody, they had a baker who would do the cake for us, but we really want cupcakes, and almost all of their flavor options included having almond flour, which was really odd. A lot of places don't operate like that, but Minna's mom is deathly allergic to tree nuts, so the high possibility of that cross-contamination was like, we're gonna find our own baker, thank you. So I'm starting to do that research. But yeah, a wedding convention. I don't think they're super duper common, but a bunch of people like photographers, DJs, venues, bakers, vacation planners, I don't know if I said that already, officiants, regular caterers that will do your food. Like we saw a barbecue place once. This recent time there was a waffle place that did like, they did samples and they were very good, but they do like waffle bars where you get like a waffle on a stick and you get to put whatever drizzles and stuff that you want on top of it. It was very good. But yeah, it was really cool to like discover that late last year, early this year. And this was our second time going to one because the first time we went, we won our engagement photo shoot for free. So we were like, well, why not just go and maybe enter some more giveaways? Maybe we'll get lucky again. It'll be like a fun Sunday afternoon thing to do and do just a little bit more research. But the convention was kind of small this time, so there was only one cake person, which was not the case last time. So I'm doing more cake research and looking for vendors that are closer to the venue. And I think I might have found the one. I haven't gone out for a quote yet, but I found this place that specializes in cupcakes, and I think that's definitely the direction Minna and I want to go in. We really want to be able to do like 4 smaller batches of cupcakes and have them all be different flavors, and then maybe do a small 6-inch cake, so we still have like a cake cutting moment. And we still have cake that we can keep in the freezer and eat on our anniversary sort of thing. But, yeah, I think I found the one. Because I was looking at so many different cupcake places. So many places had lots of potential. But this one just, like, the customer photos that were uploaded onto Google were just incredible. There were so many displays that showed that they had wedding experience, general event experience, and there was this one display where it was a bunch of tiers for the cupcake displays, but it went up in a style like a tiered cake, and the top had the small cake on top, which is kind of exactly what we're looking for almost. But there were other more rustic looks that would also go really well with the venue, and that excited me too. So I don't know if we would do the tiered cupcake thing. I don't know, there's so many possibilities. But their displays were just like above and beyond and very exciting, and they seem to almost change out their flavors, I don't know, daily, every couple of days, every week, something like that, because there were so many pictures of their case where people just like come in off the street, ask for a single cupcake and leave. So they have cases of the cupcakes being displayed, and every picture of a case, it was the same case but taken on a different day, completely different set of flavors, and there was already like maybe 10 different flavors in the display to begin with. And that's just very impressive because I think Minna and I really want to have some fun cake flavors. And part of my inspiration for that is I went to culinary school to a degree. It was while I was still in high school, but they were college level courses that got me college credits ahead of time. So it was kind of like an advanced placement sort of thing. And my chef, the instructor for all of my lessons and my labs and stuff like that, she got married while I was taking her classes, and she, like a crazy woman, made all of her wedding cakes plural. She made like 6 different wedding cakes, and they were all different flavors, all different decorated differently, and it was kind of like, help yourself, take as much as you want. And because she made so many fucking cakes, she had to bring them back to class, and we all got to try them, and they were fucking divine. They weren't like 6 tiered cakes, but they were 6 significantly sized cakes, because even though like the wedding people started eating those cakes and we got leftovers brought back to us, I think it took us a whole fucking week, and we weren't the only class either. There were other classes of kids also eating these cakes, and it took us like a week to get rid of them. I can't remember all the flavors that she did, but I remember seeing that and going, I want to have different flavors. I want to have fun with it. I want to have that experience. But the red velvet cake that she made, you guys, are you familiar with the Lindor truffles? The white, round, white chocolate Lindor truffles that come in the gold wrapper. She made a red velvet cake with a thick cream cheese icing, and scaling the entirety of the circumference of the sides of that cake was Lindor truffles. It's not just a little decoration across the bottom. They were tiered like mermaid scales, essentially. So it went up the entirety of the side, all Lindor truffles. It was my favorite cake she brought back. It was so good. Still a lot of cakes because each one would have different batters, different fillings, different frostings. I suppose if cake is your life, 6 is appropriate. Also agreed. She's just a crazy chef who is very passionate about her stuff. And I can't remember the name of this like genetic thing that she has, but she essentially, instead of having perfect pitch as a singer, she had perfect palate, where if you wanted a genuine good critique on like your cookies and stuff like that, and went, here chef, what do you think of these? I need to perfect this because I have people coming over, so this is my test one. Tell me what you think. She would take a bite and go, could use a little bit more salt. You use too much shortening, or like baking powder. She could clock baking powder and stuff like that. She could name like everything that was used in something that she ate. She fucking incredible. I miss that woman so much. Big jealous of peeps that can do that. Same, big jealous. I loved that woman. I spent so much of my extra time, and my best friend at the time, Jackie, we would like stay behind during class and help clean up things. We'd do dishes after school and stuff like that. Just because she was such a joy to be around. And my sister also took the course after me, but she had recently had a child, so she was out on maternity leave, and then I think she came back briefly, but it was briefly and I can't remember why she left again. It could have been another pregnancy or something, but my sister didn't get to experience her course like I did, and it's really sad because it was somebody who was less trained culinarily. It was just kind of filling in and putting a bandage on the situation in the meantime. Because she wasn't fired, they didn't want to hire a whole new chef sort of thing, because that's another expert to find and potentially lay off really shortly. Not that it's impossible to do, it's just almost hard to interview for somebody like that. And like she wasn't a bad teacher, the one who came in and stepped up to the plate and took care of that class when they needed it, but it was a lot more textbook heavy than this constant going back and forth to the kitchen like we did with Chef. We would spend like Monday, Tuesday in our books, maybe Wednesday as well, depending on like how elaborate we needed to be in the kitchen. And then potentially Wednesday, Thursday, Friday were days to be in the kitchen and put our lesson into practice, and it was just a really good time. We were constantly cooking. I learned so much, and I've passed on so much of it to Minna too, and we have a lot of fun cooking together. So I have a lot of inspiration from her and how I want my wedding to be. I even got to edit part of her wedding ceremony video. It was just like a gorgeous service. So I haven't experienced very many weddings. How many weddings have you guys been to? Because I know like some people who are like, oh, I'm going to a wedding that weekend and that weekend, and it seems like they always have like a bunch of wedding plans on weekends during their summers. I was never that person, and I don't think it's because I don't have friends, because I have been to a couple, but just a lot of friends like not interested in getting married, a lot of friends who would rather elope and stuff like that. So I've been to my aunt and uncle's wedding, an ex-friend's wedding. I'm missing one, but I think there was one other. But yeah, I've been to like 3 weddings in my whole fucking life. Like 4, I think. When I was 12, both of my sisters and a very close family friend. Oh, my aunt and uncle and 2 ex-friends. Those are the weddings I've been to. One of the ex-friends? Girl. I have beef with her on a different fucking level, my dude. You put a lot of energy into a friend and you think you're really close, and then she has a long-time internet friend come up for a good portion of the summer, but doesn't tell you, and actively tells the rest of the group not to tell me. But I find out when they're actually up, because how the fuck would I not? And later come to find out that, yeah, other friends were told not to tell me that they were coming up. And then this bitch like is saying that I'm going to be in their wedding party and everything, and then like I get an invitation in the mail and it's like, oh, I guess I'm not in the party. Cool. That was like potentially one of my only opportunities to be in a wedding party, and I've always kind of dreamed of, you know, being a bridesmaid sort of thing. Weddings are things that I dreamed about a lot as a kid. I've always been a very dramatic, hopeless romantic. So I felt very snubbed by having my opportunity to be a bridesmaid taken away from me. Because I don't have like tons of friends that I think would put me up on that pedestal to be a bridesmaid sort of thing, because it's hard for me to get particularly close with people sometimes, especially IRL. I feel like it's less so in this VTubing community, where I have lots of you guys where I think I would maybe get asked. Not like 100% sure, but you know, like better odds here than with the IRL friends. But then some of you guys are really far away, so asking me would be really hard. Like, we talked to Faye, and we call Faye an honorary bridesmaid. Faye gets to know the insider deets, but like 100% Faye would have been a bridesmaid had Faye been closer. And I mean, it still would have been considered maybe with distance if it weren't for like oh, well, we don't get to see Faye in person very often, and, you know, Faye has health issues, and we don't need to put extra stress on Faye. We want Faye to enjoy the wedding and the party and everything, and, like, fully enjoy that and not have these obligations to have these big roles. We want her to have a really good time. So that was part of the decision of being like, nah, we don't need to put this huge obligation on Faye's shoulders. My sister, who is my best friend, has been talking a lot about getting married, and it's got me open-eyeing about being a bridesmaid. That's so exciting for you, Holly. That's very exciting. But yeah, like, maybe my sister will ask me someday. I'm sure she would if the time came, sort of thing. She's in a very serious relationship right now, but I feel like she probably sees herself like way too young to take on something like that at the moment, even though there are plenty of people who get married at her age or even earlier. It is just not in her cards right now, which is totally understandable. It has taken me quite some time to feel like it is in my cards. So yeah. Would wedding party... Huh? Clover, are you asking a question? If that ever happens, but not lighting. Oh, I would be in your wedding party? If that ever happened? I'm honored. I'm honored that I would be considered. I would probably try dresses out first, though. Yeah, we are excited to plan something soon with all of the bridesmaids and like try on dresses together, where we probably wouldn't buy dresses from there. We have better dress websites that are more budget friendly that we've recommended to everybody. I don't know if I've officially recommended them actually yet. I think that might have been something that I was nearly done sending off to the group chat, but I didn't. Either way. Oh, we want to do a big try-on day together because we want to see... Because Minna and I have this idea of people being able to, like, pick their own shades of our wedding colors a little bit, being able to pick different cuts of their dresses. We don't want cookie cutter dresses where everybody kind of looks like they're in a cult because they're all dressed up the same. We want everybody to be comfortable in the cut of dress of their choice. Not the cult. Some wedding parties look really culty. If you do some research on like bridesmaid attires, some of them look really culty. I'm not kidding. So, yes, it's a very sorority vibe, but does almost get into uncanny culty vibes. But we want everybody to like get into a dress shop together and like express their interests a little bit more and see them next to each other, so we can kind of like give people better guidelines, and that way nobody sticks out like a sore thumb. Like, say everybody prefers a floor-length dress except for one person who wants one at the knees. At that point, we might have to veto that, because that one person who wants it at the knees and everybody else wants the same floor-length cut, you're going to look like you didn't get the memo and you got the wrong dress. And like you didn't pay attention to the dress code or something like that. So we don't want anybody to stick out like a sore thumb. We want to see everybody next to each other and be like, sorry, but we're going to have to think about something that's a little bit longer. Or does anybody else want to consider something that's a little bit shorter? That way there's like balance, so nobody looks like they didn't get the memo. That is such a nice thing of y'all to do. I know my sisters have been bridesmaid multiple times, and they've always had issues with the dresses that are chosen. That stinks. Yeah, I've watched a lot of wedding dress shows and even like say yes to the dress but make it the bridesmaids' dresses. And it's never sat with me very well watching a whole party pile into this dress shop and the bride is just trying to pick one dress that fits everybody, but you've got like a plus size friend and a short friend and all of these other body types to consider, and you're trying to fit them all into the same dress, and there are going to be people who are uncomfortable, and then like sometimes everybody will gang up on that one person that it doesn't look good on because it looks nice on them and they don't care anymore. They're done dress shopping. This one looks good and they like it, so you're going to like it too. And it's like just very exhausting to watch, where we're definitely going to have to veto some things probably. But we want to give everybody as much creative liberty as possible. It's just like certain things that we've vetoed already just off the bat is like shiny fabrics, because it is going to be in August outside, sun's going to be beaming down on us sort of thing. I don't want shiny fabrics that might, I don't know, not sit very right. Not just for photos, but also for people who are sitting and having to stare up there at us. I don't like shiny fabrics that much. So we're going with things that are definitely more matte, and we are avoiding patterns because patterns are going to get really busy really quickly, or if we only let like a couple of people do patterns, like it's just going to look weird and off. So those are like our big key things, is like no patterns, no shiny. And Minna and I's colors are purple and green, but a lot of people seem to be really into the purple color. So we were thinking about having like maybe the maid of honors in a different color and the rest of them in the other color. But if everybody just wants purple, we should probably just go with purple, and we will try to pull the greens in more in other places, like having more of the linens being green and stuff like that. So there's things that we're even like willing to sacrifice, because if there's only one person who's interested in green, then it's like, yeah, we might as well put you all in purple then, because we can't have one guy being green. And I know Sayri is Minna's maid of honor, and purple is Sayri's like favorite color, so I know there's going to be a little bit of a bias there. And then also on Minna's side is Serge, who is also very excited to be in purple and is going to dye their hair purple even. So it's just feeling like we might have purple dresses. We don't want anything too dark. We don't like almost like a plum, almost like edging on black. That's how dark the purple is. We want everybody to feel like wildflowers popping out of the grass with us. Just very airy, breezy, pleasing. I could talk about wedding stuff forever. I've been having so much fun planning this wedding. And we are now 18 months out. Should work. Is that true? I feel like I've already been saying 18. I must have miscalculated before. Because we have all of June, all of July, most of August, and then we hit our year mark. So it is almost like 19. Huh, I thought it was smaller than that at this point. Ooh, well, I guess we're not doing too bad on our planning. If we already have a venue, a photographer, a DJ, our catering food taken care of. We just need our cake, our florals, our officiant. We're almost there. I think our wedding planner that is assigned by the venue is going to be very impressed when we finally have a check-in kind of soonish. But I think we're going to end now. I've been yapping for long enough. We haven't been getting tarot readings in, I don't think. No. Okay. I'm so glad. I almost second guessed myself there for a second and was like, has somebody been waiting this whole time? But no. We are going to find somebody to raid. I think we're going to... I kind of want to go over to Minna, but I'm also scared to encourage Minna to stream longer because we need to have dinner and dessert soon. But I never get to raid Minna. What else is online? There's Melody. Ooh. I see Palm. I think Palm might have a new model. Ooh, Wookie's doing art today. They're it almost looks like they're doing art of like Tamagotchi-like looking creatures, and that sounds very appealing. Let's go peek in there and make sure that they're not ending soon. I don't know if I've ever raided into them before. My god, they're 100% doing like Tamagotchi-esque art right now. Tamagotchi-like looking creatures. You know what? Let me go into my art gallery for a second, because I have a Tamagotchi-like creature. Oh no, it was done by Beth. I was starting to like second guess, like, did I get a Tamagotchi creature from Wookie? But some people have been doing like almost Tamagotchi YCH's sort of thing, and this little guy kind of looks like they might be Oyasumi Uni. So I think that might definitely be what they're doing. Let's see if I even have permissions to raid over there. They're definitely a bit of a bigger streamer, so I don't know if I'll meet like their minimums if they have any of that turned on. I can! Okay, let's go vibe with art and do that for the rest of the night sort of thing and just like chill and have a good time. Maybe also go lurk in Minna, but you know, don't make Minna stay up too late, okay guys? There are my social medias if you would like to connect with me while I am offline, and I do lots of things on the Discord. I have been posting on the Instagram recently. I have been keeping up with the VODs on YouTube. Thank you guys for all the support in all those different places. It always means the world to me. We also have raid messages ready for you guys. We have one that just has your regular phone emojis, so everybody can copy that, but if you are subscribed, there are ones with emotes that I have drawn myself. Let's go give a warm welcome to Wookie. Be conscious of pronouns and potential corrections. I didn't double check that before we started heading out. I will see you guys on Thursday for Stardew Valley. Until then, have good nights, drink lots of water, get good foods, and I will see you then. Good night! No!